Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Edmonds Racing Weekly News. We're here at the beautiful Green Days Cafe, gents. We've got our coffees, large size today on a Friday, and today we've even got a bit of breakfast, a bit of fruit and some nice croissants, and been well looked after, aren't we?
That'll be getting a hammering later.
Thanks to Aileen, she's a great host.
Yeah, no, terrific food and terrific coffees down here at Green Days. Must check it out if you have not been before. Team, 2 from 2 episodes, 2 winners, a lot of happy punters, a few comments here from people in social media. Thanks for the shout out, guys. SK Gold Standard, on your boys. Mark at a lower does. Medelka with the old
Cash money.
The cash money. At the punting system, can't say they didn't telling everyone about the winner, and a few texts and messages too. Peter Mullen, another one that jumped on there at the 280, Medelka, Sunday. Happy?
Yeah, super. I
think the boys weren't real happy we tipped her, the owners. Actually, Curly was okay, but the other half weren't that happy, but I think we got the blows anyway, so all worked out okay.
How does it happen?
But if they would have backed to a sports bet, they would have got an odds boost, yeah?
100%, 25% more.
So they tell me they can't get on with sports bet, so I don't know what's going on there.
Well, just
maybe ring what's the guy's
name?
Clint.
You got to ring Clint.
Got to ring
the
Clint,
number there, Adzi, would you?
Sort you out.
Clint will look after you. 25% extra on Edmonds runners if you're an Edmonds owner. It's great go. But isn't it amazing? I suppose it's just that our viewer numbers will build in time. But $1.80 out to $2.80 and just still got the job done, you know.
That's always a worry. But
she's very good too. She didn't jump that cleanly, and then as she did at Wollongbar, strolled to the front and controlled and kicked away and won as she liked. Sign of a good horse, or a future horse, I think. When they go from a maiden to the next grade up, Class 1 obviously, but even though it's not city grade, but she's of city quality, and as she improves and with a bit more time as well, she'll be far better, as a early 4-year-old as well, yeah.
Yeah, right. And she's so she comes to town next time round.
Yeah, we're going to run her in town in a short race. We're going to bring her back so we can get her rider a bit quieter and see that turn of foot that we know she's got, even though she's done it twice, leading in lesser company. We'll throw in into an open 3-year-old, I think it is, 1,000 metre race at Eagle Farm, and just see how she goes.
21st, the week after the Apple Still. So.
Yeah, right. So so the thinking is, even though she's won on pace the last 2, you still think she's better in quiet?
Yeah, pretty confident she is, and rather do that than be one-dimensional as well. We know she's got a turn of foot. She showed it in her trials, and I'm quite confident. Even that 1,000 metre race, she balances up midfield, just forward to midfield, and she'll click up nicely.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, I hope you all had some money on Usmanov into Medelka. 2 good bets from the guys, and hopefully we can keep it going this week, guys. Trials were washed out Tuesday, but they took place yesterday. A lot of trialers again. Horses coming through the system, getting ready to race. Want to single one out, mate, that you liked?
Well, apart from sort of obviously Fisticuffs and Ruka in the same heat, I thought they were both pretty good. A couple of little smokies there.
What else did you like there? Who on face? Who do you think there was sort of trialled better than face value?
Filly called Pafana went really good.
She did actually, yeah.
Rode her right back. She was extremely good. I'm not sure how the depth of the trial, but she hasn't done that before. Although she's only had one trial for us, and she's been a little bit immature. Seems to strengthen a lot this time, and just rode her right back out of the speed yesterday, and she clicked up nicely. So she's one to follow, I think.
Purnell probably the other.
Purnell, Purnell's an expensive colt. I'm Invincible colt. He's out of a half to Monaco Consul, so he's got a stout pedigree, and we're sort of aiming him towards the Winter Carnival. If he gets to a J. Atkins, it'd be great, but we'll just kick him off in something light and let him progress through, and he can find his grade. But yesterday was a good trial. Second trial back, and he's right to go on to the races now. So
yeah, and terrific up here in Queensland. I've got those $1 million races. The size produce now for $1 million, and the J. Atkins at $1 million. It's good coin, isn't it? Big money.
Yeah, all those nominations closed well before slipper time too, by the way. Thought that was a bit rude. 43 2-year-olds we had to nominate.
43
or something, but anyway.
It's tough at the top. Tough at the top.
Someone's earning a lot of money. Racing Queensland, maybe.
Good on them. Good on them. All right. A little bit of news my side. So Kestrel Thoroughbreds, we secured the mare Jetta Fair for the stable team,
Yeah.
which is great news. All the way from WA. She's a really progressive stayer that we sort of found using with the assistance of Daniel O'Sullivan on form. She's a really progressive stayer. Her last 10 starts, she's won 5, placed 3. And those were the first time she was tried beyond 1,200 metres. So looks like a nice stay heading towards the Ipswich Cup, Sunshine Coast Cup. Great group of owners. Seymour Bloodstock, big thanks to Darren Thomas and Mark Pilkington for jumping in there. Wes and Cherie Martin, who raced there in WA, are still in the ownership, and Russell Naylor. So a good group of owners there. How she's sort of coming this week, and you've been happy with her?
Settled in beautifully, arrived after a couple of weeks of pre-training. Interestingly enough, I was having a look at her replays last night, and that win in the Oaks lead up, the Natasha Stakes over there, was exceptional, I thought. It was tough on speed, and the horse that actually led up, that she sat outside, dropped off, and she kept finding. So it was a good effort. And
they ran along, didn't they, in that race? And she showed good.
She was tough.
Yeah, stamina, good stamina. Hopefully we can get a bit more out of her over here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The biggest thing with Daniel was that her highest 3 ratings for him came in her last 5 starts.
Oh, good.
Which is a good sign of a mare that's appreciating, obviously improving with maturity, but also improving with a bit more distance.
Yeah, for sure.
So excited about her, and also Yulong, first horse for Yulong, Mayotzi, has made her way up from Victoria to the stable. Great to have the colours in the yard, and she's a mare that'll come up here with the goal of sort of winning some more city races before she heads to the broodmare barn.
Yeah, for sure. She arrived and she's in good order. Very thankful for the Yulong guys' support. It's great, and she'll be looking to step out in the coming weeks. Probably a midweek meeting, middle of March.
Terrific. Happy with her, Tobe?
Sure am. Yeah, we've done an update on her this morning. She actually looks great. Not the best traveller, but she's come through that trip really good and settled in nicely. She's pretty fit, so probably doesn't need a great deal of training, just basically maintenance work, and she'll be competitive wherever we decide to go.
Oh, terrific. Excellent. Last but not least, just quickly touching on Sunday at the stables, a great thing that the guys do. Once a month, open the stables up, all the owners roll in. They not only get to sort of mix and mingle and get to know each other, which is always great, and just makes the journey that much more enjoyable. The social side of things, going to the races, knowing who your other owners are, celebrating with them, but also hearing firsthand from you guys exactly how their horse is going. We always get a photo, don't we? And always give them their horse a pat, and it's a great thing you guys do. I think we had 60 people there on Sunday.
Yep.
You guys are in good form. Tobe, a bit dusty from the night before, perhaps.
I got McLeaned on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Didn't even know I did, but I did.
The Archer Park boys, they can really whop some down.
I had a winner here with Chris Muntz, Brocky, and also Pepe LaFew on with us on the Saturday. So we had a nice Chinese meal together, and it was a good night. Apparently, it was a good night.
They are the best fun, aren't they? They honestly, we went to, obviously they were in New Zealand, and I've got to know them through the Gold Coast. For those of you that don't know, Mark McLean, Chris Vestal, all the team at Archer Park, just a great bunch of people to race with, and they like to celebrate a few wins. So Pepe LaFew, Pepe'd you anyway.
Yeah, they draw. Yeah, they're A graders. I'm not quite there, thank God.
Good on you guys, well done. Just touching on Pepe, he was our 4th winner in a row at Eagle Farm on the weekend, our 6th consecutive Metro Saturday winner. Talk us through the row. Brad Stewart.
Yeah, he smashed him. He was outstanding. Just got a good bit of confidence from the nice gallop out front. Brad actually summed it up beautifully. Gradually got across, probably done a little bit of work, and once he got across, he just controlled it. I think it's important when they do that, they don't go too slow. So he just kept a nice even tempo, and then coming to the top of the straight, was pretty confident that he, it was going to take a good one to chase him down. He put a gap in them pretty quick and raced away. So it was just good to see him defy his usual pattern, I guess, and he got out in front and controlled that and won as he liked. So for my eye, that was the best performance he's put in since we've had him. So it's great effort.
It's good to see they got another dimension, and a jockey actually can take some initiative. Like, he was going to get caught deep if he tried to go back and get in. Although I think he came out positive enough to not be able to get in too, by the way. But anyway, good, well done, Brad. Like having those type of guys on that take the race by the scruff of the neck and and can get away with it. Best thing is he got away with it, which is good. He's done it twice now. Once on Grey Missile on him. So both times we asked him to ride him back too. By the way, so, mate,
Go back, Brad.
The Grey Missile one, I was pulling my head.
Don't worry about speed maps and data and all the rest of it, because we'll put Brad Stewart on and he'll just get him home anyway.
Do as you like. Oh, it sounds like a winning combination anyway. He might be a progressive type young horse. You know, I mean, sorry, not a young horse, but
He's only 4, isn't he?
It's a 4. He's lightly raced, but it's a later maturing family too, Tobe, isn't it? Like Verona Miss only got, she was a very good mare, but an older mare.
Yep.
A great big mare. She used to be at Newgate there, a massive hulk of a mare, and seeing him on Sunday, he looks terrific. He looks like he's furnished. Where can he get to?
So we had him about 12 months ago. We got quite a few horses off Liam 12 months ago, I think it was, and we were galloping him up, and I know he looked very immature and everything, but a couple of pieces of work he done. I said to Trent, mate, he goes good. This he's a Piero, and I was confident. I like the pedigree and everything, and then he had a bit of a knee after that when he went back to Liam. He's had surgery, I think. He's quite sound now, and as you've seen on Sunday when we paraded him after he won, he's big and strong and furnished now. So look, he could fit into a gold market. I'm not sure, but he certainly get through his grades. But a gelding, what do you do? Then we'll just keep racing as long as he's sound and happy. And as I mentioned, he's got another dimension now to him. He doesn't need to be ridden back and get to the outside and run on. Like, if he's got to go up in speed and control it, he can.
And what sort of distance are you thinking? I mean, here's Piero's side, they can win derbies, and obviously his mother's side, she was a sprinter, but it's Criterion's family, like they can stay a bit too. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think he might be a bit brilliant for that. He might want to over race a bit, but anywhere at that 1400 or maybe 1600, I think at this stage. And look, he may even progress out in journey as even with another prep underneath him. Who knows? So I think we just stick to probably the 1400. He runs over here
on Jewel Day in the Class 6.
Jewel Day in the Class 6, so or the gold mark. We'll probably nominate him for both, and see where we fit in.
Awesome.
Pepe Le Pew, how good.
Pepe Le Pew, great name too.
Great name. Do you like the skunk they put it?
Yeah. Did you see that thing, the hopping? Yeah. Pepe Le Pew.
Do you remember the cartoon?
I don't remember.
Okay, not quite old.
I got pointed out.
Me and you were a bit young.
Yeah. I mean, it's spelled differently too, right? Pepe Le Pew.
Yes.
Anyway,
moving on.
It's one of those names that gets better every time he wins, right?
Yep.
Quickly, beaten runners for the week. We can't win them all, but still some good beaten runs, I thought. Nick the Skip, Great Keppel, Paliki and Pakuya. Sparkling Facet, one of those that you want to follow into next start?
Probably the 2 midweekers from Toowoomba.
Nick the Skip and Great Keppel.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Toowoomba up there because our horses never go any good up there anyway.
Great Keppel probably was put into the race a little bit too soon.
It's certain horses for courses. Our horses race great at home, and then the Toowoomba horses race great up there because it's uphill and it's down dale. It's tough track. So we have one races there, but not many. Our horses perform better at these other tracks. The Toowoomba horses have a distinct advantage.
What do you say there, Great Keppel?
Yeah, Great Keppel, Nick the Skip. They're probably the two. Nick got caught on the inside when it was inferior, and Great Keppel probably wasn't fit enough to sort of maintain that big long run that he was making.
Didn't get the best ride either on Wednesday, Bailey. That's not like you.
I saw Trent.
No comment.
Well, you did comment. You said to him, I thought you would have, I saw it on video there that Bailey thought you might have done the X, Y, Z. So I think it's good. Like, it's good just feedback on the day,
exactly,
isn't it? All you can say it to each other's face and
we give them
move on, don't you?
Well, we give them a rap when they ride them well, and they get a bomb when they ride them bad.
Yeah,
so it's simple.
Fair.
Very fair. Alrighty, I thought I'm going to add one in quickly. I know I'm just going to get way over time today, which is great. But Pakuya, I don't know if I saw the name right. Pakola. I took a bunch of my best mates' fathers, all their friends there over for a gold trip, and they all went down there. And thank you very much, by the way, guys. They went down, spoke to the jockeys, had a really good day, being immersed in it all. They backed Ryan Plum because they thought he had the best tactics pre-race. And she got carved up early, like dead set, cut in half. And on face value, looked to run very average. But Ryan jumped off and said, guys, follow into next start. I probably should have run second. Next time when she jumps and doesn't get carved up, she'll be right there. So she might be a bit of odds next time, punters. Pakula, follow her into her next start.
Not now.
What happened?
Well, you just tipped it.
Just tip it.
Mate, you think it's going to drop because I said it? It'll probably blow out.
Depends how many people watch this show.
Oh, it's building. All right, guys, let's move on. We've got runners all across the country this weekend. Royal Randwick, Doomben, Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. Let's go Royal Randwick Saturday. The Group 3 Sweet Embrace Stakes, the Golden Slipper lead up. Toby, Queen K.
Yeah, look, Queen K's a beautiful filly. She's going to be a magnificent 3-year-old. I will say that. But she's up and going now. She won over here on the 4th of January at her first run of a race when she probably shouldn't have been able to win, and she was able to get the job done. And she was beaten the Sunny Coast, which we were devastated in getting beaten. But she had it was a really hot week that week. Like, we had unusual for us to have that 40-degree heat, and she sweated profusely and wasn't herself that day. So she went under that day, unfortunately. Otherwise, she goes down there 2 for 2. So we're going there tomorrow. We're quite hopeful. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. She can go and have a break. And as I mentioned, she's going to be a magnificent 3-year-old Zoostar filly. And quite important to chase black type for these 2-year-olds at this time of the year. It's a time-honoured race. The black type helps the pedigree along. She's got a full brother in the sale coming up at Easter, so she's already helped the other 3/4 along anyway, which they got 900 for over here on
Magic Millions.
At Magic Millions. So I mentioned the full brothers in the Easter sale, which so if this filly produces tomorrow, they could get over $1 million for him. He's a magnificent colt as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
as far as the race is, it's a tough race. Peter Snowden's got a couple in there go extremely well. We've drawn a little sticky, although the race may come apart with scratchings. So probably prefer to see her up on, not on speed tomorrow, but a little forward than back. She's a little bit one-paced at the moment, so I think if she can, run top 3 or 4, she's done a good job.
oh, if she runs top 3, she stakes place in the
Yeah.
Group 2-year-old, and
Yep.
off you go. It's great work. Just having a quick look, interestingly enough, and this is another thing I noticed just on the rise of the stable. 2009, Tobe, your first stakes winner, Conquering Queen.
Yep, that was up here. And the Leo Williams, I think it was called. She won by about 5 or 6 with Brad Pengilly on.
There you go. Good day, would it
Trent
be?
strapped it, actually.
Did you, Trent?
Yeah.
His first trip away with horses, I think.
Yeah, righto. Fair play, mate.
Yeah.
And so you travelled up for that. Then 2013, Basilic was your second.
Basilic.
Yep.
Then you had 2015, a couple of stakes winners, right? So you had 4 in those 6 years, 4 stakes winners.
Yep.
In the last 3 years, you've trained 18 stakes winners. Half of those have come outside of Queensland.
Interstate. Yep.
So you've had 3 at Caulfield, 2 at Moonee Valley, 2 at Grafton, and 2 at Randwick, where we race tomorrow, including the PJ Bell with Hootson,
Yep.
and the Winona Girl with Winter Bride. So when you guys do travel, it's you've travelled with success, haven't you?
It took a long while to master, though, by the way. So
Probably took us 2 or 3 seasons of getting horses down there and actually having the right stock, really.
Yeah, that's right. So and getting the systems right. Travelling horses isn't easy. But we've been lucky enough to be able to watch Peter travel his horses up, Peter Snowden travel his horses up here when he's with Darley, and now they're training on their own. So they're great horsemen, and so we sort of basically took on board a lot of what they do. It's always good to have better trainers stay with you as well, because you pick up a lot of stuff off them. And I'm fortunate enough to have the right horses with the support of Seginos and those horses we've actually purchased ourselves to be able to go down there and compete. And we've got another couple coming through that can compete, over the championships as well. So hopefully they can step out in the next couple of weeks and progress to Sydney.
Yeah, right. So who's that? Ruka?
Ruka, possibly Fisticuffs.
Yeah.
There's 2.
They look like the 2 sort of.
They do look like
2 most likely ones, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yep.
but nice horses.
Obviously, Pinnell's, owned by half by Aquis and half by stable clients of ours, so he's an expensive colt. So if he happened to win and
Jump out of the ground.
jump out of the ground, he's in the, he's nominated for the size and the champagne, and he wouldn't be a slipper horse, but certainly, if he could aim up in one of those races, he's a colt on the way, isn't he?
Yeah, perfect. All right, going to Doomben team race. Soft 5. Up there, race 5, Grey Missile, 1200 metres, open handicap, Robbie Fradd on board, drops in weight to the 54 kilos, barrier 7 of 10, market has him at $8. Interesting second up record, 5 starts, 4 wins and a third. So on the soft track, he's had 4 starts, 2 wins and a third. Led last time out, but this race is a bit stronger, a bit more pace in the race. He's been your track work star the last couple of weeks. How are we going to go, Grey Missile, race 5, Doomben?
You've nearly convinced me. That was a pretty good rap. Look, he's had a faultless time in between runs, really, and he's going super at home. Looks great. I think he's prospered since that win, and he's really come on. So track work's been super sharp. Drawn a little bit awkward, and we probably would have loved to have followed the Tyzone path with him, where when Tyzone came to us, we had sort of 2 benchmark races and he won both of them. This guy, he's got to step straight to open company, so that's always a little bit of a concern. I know he's won a stack of races and that up north, but you're taking on horses like I'm a Ripper, who's a group performer, and other sort of sharpies too. So it's going to be a good test for him and a good guide as to where he's actually at. But I love that weight drop. It's pretty good.
Got the weight drop. He's coming out of a no metro win into open handicap. Essentially, that's what he's had to do.
Yeah, but he's performed. He's won at Cleveland Bay as a 3-year-old. Very, very difficult to do. And Zyma Ripper in as good form as he was 12 months ago. Maybe not. Hopefully not. He's got a big weight. So look, I tell you what, this horse is tough. Wouldn't matter if it's a good one or a firm one or whatever you want to call it, or a heavy 10. He's tough as nails, and he'll get through any ground, I think. So hopefully tomorrow we just need the right run from the barrier. It's a bit of a sticky barrier, that one, and I think I'm a Ripper that will lead out with it.
Should be some fairly solid tempo. I'm a Ripper and a couple of others. So I wouldn't see him leading tomorrow. If we can be a little bit positive and be sort of first 3 or 4, that'd be spot on. Give him every possible.
$8 fair.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
For sure.
Good each way chance. How's that?
Beautiful. Race 9, Mr. Bellagio, Class 6 handicap, 1350, drawn 11, Ronnie Stewart aboard. Market's not keen team, $34. Seems an open sort of race though. Last leg of the quaddie, always an open race, isn't it? 3 or 4 here that could lead. He was good fresh up at the Gold Coast. Average last time out, 6 week between runs. He's been useful third up, 5 starts, a win and 3 placings. Loves the track and distance, 7 starts, 3 wins. He's settled sort of midfield the last couple. He's drawn a bit awkward. Where does he get to in running here? And
you actually missed one there. He's 4th up. He ran a blinder over 1200 at Eagle Farm behind Epic Girl.
Okay.
And then he was
second.
Yeah, he was okay the week before Magic Millions in a slowly run 1200. Eagle Farm run. I don't know what.
No, I was there.
It smashed down raining.
Yeah, it did. It was a big storm come across, and he got back. There was a lot of kickback, and he didn't quite. He just did nothing. We couldn't really find out why. Put it down to the storm, maybe, I don't know. But look, he's 6 weeks between runs, so he's done well. His work's been really good. Knocked the blinkers off him. Just try something different. Hopefully, we can be a little more positive tomorrow, and. Even though at the odds, I think he's a good each way chance. His work's been good, and I think he goes into this race, as good as we can have him.
That's why we took the blinkers off him too. We work him at home without them, and
he's been going really well.
His work's been really solid. So I think just trying something different. He's shown us that he works good without the blinkers at home. So why not have a crack on race day and just give him a different look? He's an older horse, and might just be enough to spark him into a bit of form.
Yep.
Yeah, right, okay. $34 might be something each way there for the punters.
Yep.
Gold Coast, we head there with a soft 6. You guys have been here, the track with the rain we've had, all right?
Yeah, probably at the moment the juice is in the track. We've got a good day here today, so I'd suggest it'll recover very quickly.
It should be beautiful.
So without a storm tonight, obviously this track will be spot on. The sting should be out of it. And whatever we got in and we decide to run, we'll perform well.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to race 2 is our first. The Fillies and Mares Class 2 handicap, 1200 metres. You have number 1 Amordanza and number 2 Decisive Heart. Most probably just Decisive Heart runs.
At this stage, yeah. Amordanza wanted to get up and trucking a bit with the blinkers on at Eagle Farm last start, and it just took away from her finish. She is in on Sunday Sunshine Coast as well, drawn fairly soft, so that could be a good option for her, just to come out steady on her and get a bit of cover straight away rather than risking being caught in a terrible spot from a bad barrier again. So we'll just play it by ear at the moment and see what
see how
comes.
the tracks play out and all the rest of it. But this stage probably just Decisive Heart. Both carrying the same weight, guys. Both sort of similar profiles. More Danza normally sort of goes forward. Decisive Heart sort of on pace but midfield. Where do you see her getting into and running barrier 4?
Yeah, just right where she's comfortable. She'll probably third, fourth, or something with a bit of cover. She's got a good turn of foot, as she showed first up over here, and she's going. Her work's been super in between runs, so improved. This one that Trent bought from that March sale, this cuter sale that I was horrified when he bought her, but now she's matured into a really nice filly. So she's got a good chance tomorrow.
It's pretty. You need to. She's much better when you ride her with cover and just come out a bit steady on her.
Yeah.
And if they go along quick, she'll really
finish
scoot.
off. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So she's the one in that race 2.
I think so.
At this stage,
because of the barrier, it's important.
Got it. Race 6, same conditions, Class 2, but this for the Colts and Geldings. Archer Park, Potraduro, Ryan Plum, barrier 9. First start for the stable.
Yep, sure is.
Improving sort of trials, has led in previous runs with other stable. Thoughts?
Put the blinkers on him. Although, look, tomorrow we expect him to improve out of. There is good speed in the race. So Ryan obviously finds the right lane here more often than not. So that gives us good confidence as far as he's going to get the right run in transit and the right ride. A couple of horses in there, Penasquito and Parco, 2 off the top of my head.
Quick horses.
They're quick and they basically only know one way. So if he can follow them across and not be too sort of antsy early, hopefully he just ends up with a beautiful run and can have last crack at them.
He just looks to me, he's just a little gross at the moment, and whatever he does tomorrow, he'll improve on.
Yeah.
So, he could get away with it as well. But and that may be his makeup. He's just a gross horse. So tomorrow, I just thought he would improve with the run.
Need the run, give us gold. Alrighty. Moving on to the Sunshine Coast. It's a heavy 8 up there, a bit more rain than we've had down here. We've got the the race 4 Class 3 handicap. All those same horses in the race. A more Danza drawn 5. Potraduro 1, Decisive Heart 8. Most likely a more Danza lines up there, and the other 2 stay at the Gold Coast.
Yep.
More than likely, yeah.
Alrighty.
That's about that.
And she's just drawn a bit better there, and more Danza. Looks a winnable sort of race on
for
paper.
sure, yeah. Her run was good at Eagle Farm the other day, as Trent said, was already alluded to. She wanted to over race, and she's game enough to still poke her head up into it sort of about the 200 metre mark, but just that wide run took its toll, and probably racing that little bit keen with the blinkers on. So it's important she's drawn softly to get that nice run, so she doesn't have to over race and do much work within herself. She'll finish off good on Sunday.
Beautiful. All right, good luck to the Lucky Clover team there. All right, guys, it's down to that time of the show, the sports bet of the week. They've 2 from 2, the guys. Sign up, of course, to Sports Bet for the best prices, best service with Clint. On the number below, the best bet this week is at...
I'll let him go first. I think we're going to have the same. I think we're going to have the same one. No, but I think we're going to have the same one anyway.
I'm going to say Decisive Heart. Pretty easy.
Exactly. Gold Coast race 2, number 2, Decisive Heart, going for 3 in a row. Good luck, guys.
That's us.
Yeah, I think we'll go the same way, but it's pretty simple, that one. She's in a race where she's well weighted, it's the right grade and everything, and home tracks which she races well at.
Yep. Alrighty, we'll go for 3. Good on you guys. All right, any sort of final shout outs of the week? Anything that happened in track work or anything else you wanted to touch on?
Not a great deal. I think, do you want to mention some of the yearlings or how?
Oh yeah, well last week that capitalist filly on the back of the show sold out. So thank you to everyone for jumping on there. Global Quest ran enormous. Still on track for she's tightened up and betting for the slipper and the size produce, which is great for those.
I hear there's blinkers going on.
Yeah, blink.
Is there? Isn't the trainer?
Can you make a call?
Isn't the co-trainer putting blinkers on? I've seen that come through after it got beat.
I did text Kristen. That Trent said no. No, he's doing a great job, Kristen. Just waiting, leaving the blinkers for the big dance. So obviously trained to perfection there in Sydney.
Please put him on. We got
help us out.
To it. And it'll help us get it sold. Come on.
On other stable. No, she's all done. So going to race in a great group, and she might even run on the old Hootson colours. So a few of the G1G connections in there.
Is that right?
Yeah, we'll have to get confirmation from the trainers, but she might run the Hootson colours, which would be great.
Perfect.
And
blue and whites, weren't they?
Sorry?
They were the blue and
No,
white.
they certainly weren't.
Should have been. Now we got colours on that one, I'll never know. Anyway.
He loves his colours. And then, the March 7th event. Thanks again to everyone on that. We sold out. We tried to go to the Emporium Lounge, which had a max of 80. Well, that sold out in 3 days, so we've had to move to the top level of the corporate boxes. So we've now got 100 odd sort of people coming to our March 7th Magic Millions Yelling Parade and Race Day, which will be a lot of fun. So if anyone hasn't RSVP'd, please give us a shout out. We've got a little bit extra room there now, which is terrific, and the more the merrier. Love to see you there.
For sure.
Alrighty, thanks very much, guys.
Done.
Good
Well
luck.
done, Brucey.
Great show.
Thank
I hope
you.
it's not too long. Fatty brought and told me the show was too long.
Did he?
So we went an extra
He
few
needs
minutes.
to go to
just
60-second.
Yeah.
60-second version for
He's
Fatty.
got nothing to do anyway. I don't know why he's worried, you know.
He retired. Thanks.
Enforced retirement.
Thanks for watching. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks.